Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. Now, researchers are hard at work trying to warn communities of the dangers of plastic pollution in the world's oceans and waterways. This continues to be a major issue despite many countries implementing bans on single-use plastics and promoting recycling efforts. Now, Dr. Gideon Idowu, an environmental chemist at Nigeria's Federal University of Technology, Akure, is taking stock of a massive research project across 8 African countries to understand the impact of microplastic pollution in marine and riverine systems. He joins me now to tell us more. Now, thank you very much, Doc, for your time here on eNCA. Just first of all, does your research show how much of microplastics we actually take on as humans in our bodies?
Thank you very much. We can't really say because many of the things we consume come in plastic products, and a lot of things that we make use of, like cosmetic products, like creams, like facial scrubs, have got microplastics in them. So it's hard to say exactly how much microplastics we consume. So it's hard to say. Yeah, but the challenge is more for people in rural Africa who still depends on water sources, surface water sources, which are not protected and are exposed to all sorts of things from the environment. So they are possibly exposed to huge amounts of microplastics, and that's part of what we are trying to find out, to be able to say exactly what's the degree, what's the magnitude of microplastics to which they are exposed.
Okay, so Doc, your research looks at 8 African countries. So are you able to tell us or to quantify for us how Africa looks compared to the rest of the world when it comes to dangers of microplastics in our environment?
Oh, yeah, exactly. This project, which is funded by the Jennifer Ward Oppenheimer JW grant, is looking at microplastics in 8 African countries: Nigeria, Ghana, DR Congo, East Africa. We have Tanzania, Kenya. We've got Morocco in North Africa, and in Southern Africa, we've got South Africa and Zimbabwe. So potentially, Africa, because environmental laws are not being enforced as they should be, and because people just throw away plastics into the environment uncontrolled, unrestricted. So the potential is huge that the Africa, more than the rest of the world, especially the Western world, Africa is much more exposed. There's potential that the impact of plastic pollution is more on organisms, on the ecosystem, on individuals in Africa than other parts of the world.
All right. So just lastly from you, Doc, how concerned should we be in Africa about how microplastics might end up affecting our bodies?
Yeah, we should be concerned because these microplastics, they are dangerous on their own, but they also have the potentials to release other more toxic compounds, which we call endocrine disrupting compounds, the EDCs, like the phthalates, like polybrominated diphenyl compounds, which are known to be endocrine disrupting. So these have tendencies to interfere with hormonal functions in human systems, and if research shows that these substances are in human systems, it means it could affect things like reproduction, it could affect ability of people to conceive and have children. So it's something that we should really be concerned, yeah, not only for the microplastic, but for other chemical compounds that could be derived from microplastics.